Good evening, everyone. It's Sam here at Sacred Oak Temple in Edmonton, Alberta. Today's new moon ritual is on building community, November 13th, 2023. We've decided that it's about time that we think about public ritual seriously. And so this ritual today is intended to draw people to us to help us to do that, to help us to restart public temple work here in Edmonton. To begin with, Sacred Oak Temple is located in Treaty 6 territory, which is the ancestral lands of the Cree, the Dene, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, and Nakota Sioux peoples, as well as the homeland of the Métis people. I offer tobacco now as I pray to the indigenous spirits of this place as a recognition of them. May it be accepted, and may this place be my home. Let us all reach out now and connect to the land where we are, to its energy, to its history. May the community that we build always include the spirits of our land. Now, here we are physically apart, but united with a common spirit and a common purpose, gathered together in peace. Stand or sit comfortably in your circle at home and rock back and forth until you find a place of relaxed balance. As we begin to think of community, we include not only human beings, but also our physical places and the non-human inhabitants of those places. Pagan community is not only people gathered, but also people in this place in relationship with these features of the landscape, that river, that mountain, those trees, and so on, and with these birds and those fish. So close your eyes now and think about your place. Listen to the wind, the sound of the birds, the traffic, children playing outside. Bring up in your mind the trees that are growing near your home, rivers that run nearby, the shape of the land, whether it's flat or rolling or mountainous. Welcome the land, the plants, the animals into your community. All of you who hear my voice right now, push out your senses and reach out of your bodies. We cast our circle now from hand to hand to hand, separated physically by thousands of kilometers, but of one spirit and one body. Take a deep breath and hold and release. You are breathing together with all the others in our circle and sharing the breath of life with them. And feel the energy of the earth as it flows up through your body and out through your hands to all the others in our circle. Feel their energy flowing into you and through you back to the earth. And finally, breathe. Hold it and release it. With this breath, reach out of the circle to the larger communities, to your family, your town, your country, to include them in your blessings. Be fully in your body, fully in your spirit, and prepared to enter sacred space. Breathe. And breathe. And open your eyes. 3.5 years ago, Sacred Oak began a series of online streamed ASVATs. We anticipated that gathering in person would be too dangerous while the epidemic raged. I'm inviting you to join me now in creating a vision of where we want to go from here as we move towards public circles again. As we cleanse this space, we clear out any remaining conflicts and divisions amongst us, at least for the duration of our circle. Because what we can create together is so much more beautiful and deeper than what we can achieve through destruction. This is a place that is not a place, in a time that is not a time, halfway between the worlds of gods and mortals. This is a place that is all places, a time that is eternity, where gods and mortals come together. This is a place that is our home, a time that is our lives, where we can be greater than we thought. To begin to create community again, we must decide who is in our community. It's not everyone in the world, because the great majority of humanity is not interested. We also can't shut out people based on prejudices or irrelevant judgments. Now, as I turn to each direction, I'd like you to do the same in your own homes. First, to the east. This is the place we have come from. Who are the people that we agree with? Let's welcome them into the circle. Open the doors and the windows now to clear the stagnant air. Let the renewing breeze blow through our homes. Open the door to the east and welcome the air. The sun rises and shines on everyone. Let's welcome the sun, the light of day, and welcome each other to this circle. Enter our space, power of the air. Blessed be. To the south. This is the place of energy, of challenge and controversy that keeps us from getting stale. Who are the people who challenge us in good faith? We welcome them into the circle. Open the blinds and draw back the curtains to let the light of the sun fill our homes. Open the door to the south and welcome the fire. We can share our passions and dreams, take all of our small dreams, and make a giant dream real together if we trust each other. Welcome the transformative energy of the fire into our circle, and blessed be. To the west. This is the place we are going. Who are the people that we love? Welcome them into our circle. Wash the dust from our hands and feet and pour the water out onto the garden. Open the door to the west and welcome the water. We love and form families and communities. We can make them grow. We can make them real and open our hearts. Bring the reflective power of the water to come and join in our circle now. Blessed be. To the north. This is the place where we rest and where we feed ourselves and each other. Who are the people that have always been in our circle? Let's welcome them back in. Prepare food and feed your friends and welcome them back into your home. Open the door to the north and welcome the earth. We work, we build, we are proud of what we have done. By working together, we can build so much more. We open the door for the firm, challenging power of the earth. Blessed be. And to the center. This is the place where conflict becomes creation. This is the place where we honor our history and our common accomplishments. We can live more generously and compassionately, and we can care for each other. Blessed are we here together. Blessed are we with life and friends and family. Blessed are we with food and drink shared with love. Open the door to the center and welcome the Spirit. We gather here in ritual to come together in common humanity and spirit. Enter the circle, power of Spirit, and blessed be. Dear friends, it has been a long and careful time as we got through this epidemic. People that we know became ill, Some died, and all of us have been wearing our masks and avoiding crowds, not seeing friends and family, and not having fun. We may have come through the other side of it. I have felt, and I'm sure this is true of many others, isolated and lonely as the epidemic grinds on. How can we nourish community, particularly spiritual community, and reach out safely? We create our community in collaboration with the gods and our needs as individuals, but together. Today, we'll do a working to bring together people of like mind. We'll make offerings to deities of community to spark renewal, even in the cold of the Edmonton winter. When we open our eyes and welcome our friends back, let's begin clean. Is there some person that you have harmed that you haven't made amends to? Some cruelty or insult, minor theft, lie? Is there someone who asked for your help when you were able to help and you did not because it was inconvenient or because you wouldn't gain anything from doing it? How can you fix this imbalance in your life? How can you act to make it right? And when exactly will you do that? When we open our lives again, let us open more widely and more generously than before, to include in more people. When you look out at the world, do you see people near you that you could help, that are lonely or sad or ill, that are hungry? What can you do for them? And when exactly will you do that? When we open our lives and welcome back the world, we need to look at ourselves. Are you lonely or sad? Are you ill or hungry? Are you worried about money or feeling disconnected with any life purpose? Look to see who is reaching out to you, to comfort you, to help you. Open your arms and open your heart and let others care for you. Take comfort in your friends. We are never completely alone, and none of us must always be strong. At the start of every great thing, there is nothing more than a vision. What is your vision of community? Take a moment and say it out loud. Own it for yourself. Maybe write it down so that you can remember it for later. This vision calls others to join in caring relationships with like-minded people who enjoy being together and helping each other. Who are you in relationship with now? Who do you want to build with? Take a moment and think of who is in your spiritual community and whom you want to build it with. Write down the names and reach out to them later. To create and keep healthy relationships, we begin to do things together to help each other and find others to help. What do you want to build together? Again, take a moment now and think about how you want to serve your community. What is a project that you want to see happening, and how can we all start it together? I'm giving you a lot of questions but no answers, because we must come up with the answers together as we do things together, as we build a spiritual community. So the vision will be one that we share. The relationships that we build will be ones that we build together. The things that we do will be things to help that we do together. And how can we all come together here through Sacred Oak and make all these things happen? Now I want to lead you in a meditation to draw people together so that we can create a public temple for our community together. Again, settle yourselves comfortably and close your eyes. Close your eyes and think about how dark it is now, here in the winter night. Feel how alone you are, just yourself and maybe a couple of others with you, here in the darkness. There are all of these things that we want to do, and we know that there are people out there to do them with. There are people that are also looking for the kind of community that we want to build together. And here we are, all of us, in the darkness alone. Here in the darkness, hold your arms high and feel how the energy flows from your hands out into the air, searching for other hands to hold. Take a moment and pull the energy from the earth. See the light flowing from the earth through your arms, through your hands, and out now to form a bright pillar of light above you. Feel how your light joins with my light and with the light of all the others in our circle to make a lighthouse, a beam of light that can be seen by everyone who wants to build a spiritual community with us. Open your eyes. And now we call for the spiritual powers and forces to join in our call, to join their force and energy to the lighthouse that we have built, to bring people to us. All that we have and all that we are is built initially on the foundations laid by the ancestors. We bring your influences, good and bad, forward through our lives. May we heal together from the harms and celebrate the good. May what we bring from our ancestors and from their homelands enrich our new lands. May you call for family and community to form. I make an offering now of flower to the ancestors. If you feel moved to make an offering, do so as well. Although we have called and honored several goddesses and gods at different times in our temple, they are not the guardians of our community. The matron and patron we serve are those who have grown in us as we served, although we don't know their names and we've never called on them formally. Through our actions, through our desires, through our service to our community, which we have created as we served it, we have awakened new gods. These are the gods of our community, formed from our actions and service here from this land, from this river, from these trees, and from the clouds floating in the air here. May the gods of our community manifest. May they come today through the body of this, their devoted priest. And may they come through everyone gathered here. I invoke you and I call upon you, gods of our community, to come through us, to reach out with compassion, accept our prayers. I am making an offering of aromatic herbs, of lavender, of basil, and of oregano. I make an offering of wine. If you feel moved to make an offering as well, please do so. And I ask for help to bring people together to build community. I'd like to encourage us all to reach out and broaden our circles in the next few days. Speak to someone new, help someone out. It is not I who bless food and drink, but they who bless us. For in their nature, they nourish our bodies. And when we share food and drink, we can create community. And so it was in ancient times, and so it is today, and so as we go into the future. Bless you, my brother, because you are different from me. And bless you, my sister, because we must share and create together. May you never thirst. And may you never hunger. Have something to eat and something to drink. Share food and drink with me now and with whoever is in your circle at home. Thank you to the divine mysteries, the goddesses and gods revealed and concealed in the workings of the world and in our lives. And now to say goodbye to the power of spirit. Community is a story we tell each other. Healing community comes from including people, not excluding them. When we tell a story of common humanity and shared spirit, we make it real. May we renew the spirit of hospitality and build a newer and better world. Thank you, Goddess, thank you, God, for forming yourselves around us and for adopting us. We can always begin again when we reach and dream and hope. We close the door of the center now with thanks to the Spirit, blessed be. To the north. Community is a thing we build together. It's a kind of work we do to make our lives richer and deeper and to grow into a deeper love and understanding. May we build together, feed each other, and move forward together. Thank you, Earth, for feeding us. We close the door of the north now with thanks to the earth. Blessed be. To the west. We love when we can have compassion. We can care. We can cry together and hold each other while we heal. May we live more in love and less in fear. Let us thank the water for reminding us of the beauty and pleasure and joy of life. Thank you for caring, for a future we create together. We close the door of the west now with thanks to the water. Blessed be. To the south. Community is the fire that warms us and the light that burns in candles in the darkness. We draw strength and courage from each other. Let us celebrate and enjoy our dreams and our desires. Thank you for courage, for energy, for the power to struggle through to the other side of conflict. We close the door of the south now with thanks to the fire. Blessed be. East. May our eyes be opened so that we can see clearly. May we reach further and find friends and companions in new places. We end this circle with the breath of life, which is the first great blessing. Let us celebrate the power of imagination, the power to create. Thank you for the birth of community, for all beginnings. We close the door of the east now with thanks to the air. Blessed be. Before we completely leave sacred space, I'd like you to ground. Settle yourself comfortably again. Close your eyes and listen to my voice. As the sun rises in the morning and the world is covered in light, so we may see where we are and where we are going, in the same way the heart, the mind, and the soul open up, and we reach for the light of understanding, and we connect to the infinite, reflected in each other, embodied throughout the world. Take a deep breath, hold it, and release it. And again. May we go from this place refreshed and aware. The circle opens to include everyone. Our new gods will be introduced. The circle is open and yet unbroken. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be everyone. And our next online ESDAT will be the full moon, December 27th at 7 p.m. The first meeting of our reorganizing team will happen next weekend. If you are interested in being part of that, or if you have some suggestions you'd like to make, please contact me. And blessed be everyone. Take care.